The greatest college football rivalry involves two Indiana colleges. They're separated by only 27 miles. The first time they ever popped pads, they were actually popping leather. It was 1890. Saturday, they will bump and grind in a football game for the 101st time, and as R. Kelly says, there's nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. There's no bowl berth at stake, just a 350-pound bell. Paul Ryden takes us through an oral exam of the slamminest rivalry in college football.
The Michigan-Notre Dame, the Army-Navy, the Red Sox-Yankees games, our rivalries just like those.
The only rivalry I can think of that's any fiercer is Anglo-Saxons against Normans.
I've been involved in the Oaken Bucket, Purdue-Indiana game, Illinois Northwestern, but I really think that there's nothing like this game.
DePauw is the kind of the co-ed school, the sissy school down the road. Wabash is the rough, tough, all-male school.
Wabash DePauw is bigger than the Super Bowl?
Well, it can be. I guess I did say that. It's a huge game at Wabash.
We're taught to hate DePauw. They're taught to hate Wabash.
Yes, Wabash and DePauw. Not DePauw, DePauw, like that thing on the end of the dog's leg.
These two schools absolutely hate each other.
But seriously, we're talking about civilized young adults here.
They hate us just as much as we hate them.
Many of them are going to grow up to become doctors, CEOs, America's business leaders.
We hate them, they hate us, so I think that pretty much sums it up.
The cavemen came from Wabash, the Tigers from DePauw. Since 1890, they have played the last game every fall.
Since 1890, emotions have been building. The oldest small college rivalry west of the Alleghenies.
Ring the bell for Wabash, ring for old DePauw. Ring the bell for victory in the last game every fall.
Since 1932, they fought for this, the Monon Bell.
Whoever has this bell has bragging rights for a year.
It's a remnant of the old railroad line that used to run between the two towns. Last year, a DePauw student was arrested here at Wabash trying to rip this thing off from up here. But he's not the first one who's ever thought about stealing this thing.
I was part of some strategy sessions, but I always let some of the other ones go up there and try to steal that thing. They were successful a couple times when I was there.
And to this day, they still play for the bell in Monon Bell.
A 1-19 or an 0-19 that goes into this game and wins this game, you know, that'll make their season a success.
It carries over all year. I mean, the football season's one thing, but even after the season's over, you still hate Wabash.
Interestingly enough, the rivalry between all-male Wabash and co-ed DePauw continues off the field, and it has nothing to do with football.
They invite us to parties, but no one ever goes. DePauw guys are weird.
Wabash men are better than DePauw men.
A girl in our house is dating someone from Wabash.
As you can see by, the amount of guys that have dated DePauw women, they have to come up here to find something to do, some type of man.
My dad went to Wabash and my mom went to DePauw. So there's some rivalry there within me going here. My dad didn't like that too much.
Now, look, fellas, you can go on like this, hating DePauw if you want, or we can be mature adults about it and say, hey, listen, we're not going to be shackled by the traditions of the past. Let's work together for mutual understanding and goodwill. Or listen, I've got the names of some really cute DePauw women here. I'm telling you what, folks, Jimmy Carter couldn't get these people together. But that's why the DePauw-Wabash rivalry is so intense, fierce.
War, pure hatred.
Ring the bell for victory in the last game every fall.
The rivalry is not only filled with tradition, but it is extremely close, real close, like butt cheeks close. 100 games played, Wabash has won 46, DePauw has taken 45. There have been 9 ties. And now that we've piqued your interest, literally teased you, what do you think we're going to leave you hanging? Every play, every down, every score live on ESPN2, Wabash and DePauw, Saturday morning, 10 a.m., immediately following 4 hours of the Sports Smash. Catch it right here.